Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here coming back at you with another video. So, I am exhausted. No, just kidding, it's a muffler. This is an exhaust system off of a KE100. This exhaust is junk. Well, it's not really junk, it could be fixed, but it's got a rod hole in it right there. See that? Anyway, we really don't care about that at the present moment. So, the reason for this is showing you guys an exhaust system. And I did a video on this a while back. I started a video on this. And it's time to start fixing some stuff up. So, that we've already started on. So, let's do that. Okay, so on this one right here, you can see the rivet right here. And there's one here, and then there's another one right there. See the rivets? 1, 2, it's in the dirt, and then there's another one over here, 3. Okay, in here are baffles. Now, I did a video on You're Being Robbed. It's on my channel, obviously. It's one of my videos, and it's about exhaust systems. And this is a factory exhaust. Now, of course, this right here has to meet regulation. There's another 1, 2, 3. They're hard to see, but you can actually zoom in and see them. But there are 2 baffles in there, and there's tubes in them. So, see the shape of this exhaust? It wouldn't be a bad exhaust if it had a flow to it. Unfortunately, because of US emissions, there is literally a barrier here and another one here with little holes in them. So it's a wall, it's a flat wall. So when the exhaust comes up, bang! It's a really bad exhaust system, guys. It's not well made. It's not. I think it's well made for what it is, for keeping the bike quiet, but for performance reasons, you would like to think that the exhaust flow would come up here, expand, contract, and go back a little bit, and then through the baffle. But unfortunately, this is not designed right. It's designed for emissions and robs horsepower. And it is just a bad system. So this is the exhaust system right here, not that one. Same thing though, same thing, just one's bent over the other way. This one on that video that I did, You're Being Robbed, this is the exhaust system from that. And you can see right here, one of the baffles, right here. This is half of it. I already cut through half of it. But you can see the hole, and it's just a flat wall. So there's 2 of them. 2 flat walls. I'll remove this. And you can see there was one right here. Now it's all opened up here. And this is going to be hammered back out and welded shut. I got to take this baffle off and this screen right here. You can see the mesh. I already banged it down, so it's kind of in the way. It's normally flat up against it. But I got to clean it up, get those out of there, and this is going to be welded in its place. So what is this going to do for the bike? This is going to increase the horsepower. So he's going to fill all these holes up with weld. And of course, there's holes on the other side from when the where the rivets broke through. But you can actually see on this part right here the placement of them. So once this is all welded up and the screen is on here and this is all painted black, you're not going to see the welds. Okay. So this is actually a very good exhaust, and we are going to modify it to use on my KE100. So this is going to increase the power a little bit, and of course I am going to have to rejet the carburetor. So we're going to be doing a video on an exhaust mod. So this right here, you're going to, next time you see this, will be all welded up. Okay, that's what I'm doing to it. I'm moving those two baffles inside there, and then modifying it so it'll flow better. And then we're going to do the same thing. Now I have a few different mods that I'm going to be doing. 1 is the exhaust. 2 is going to be the carburation, because what can come in can come out. And remember, an air pump. And then we're going to jet this thing properly and tune the engine. So I have a couple of really cool things. You guys are probably thinking, oh, he's going to replace the carburetor and all peace on earth. No, there's a little bit more than just the carburetor. So keep that in mind. And a lot of these modifications you're going to find on the KE102 build, which will be starting in the fall. So, with that said, that's what I'm doing for the exhaust. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm not going to bore you guys with banging on it tonight in front of everybody. I'm using just a hammer, claw hammer, and a chisel from Home Depot. It's a Husky, not Husky. What the heck you call it? Yeah, Husky. It's a it's a Husky tool, I believe, from Home Depot. And of course, I like to answer questions and get all that stuff back to you. So I did some work with some construction paper, and I'm going to show you guys that next. Okay, so this next thing right here is I did this when I did the clutch. I showed you guys where the bolts went, what the measurements were, and I get a lot of questions. Kevin, I just put the side covers on, I got different bolts, everything else. So this is the magneto cover and the chain cover. You can see where the shifter is. So I'm going to put this on here for a minute, and you guys can see right there. So you can see that all the bolts are the same on this cover. They're 6mm by 44mm, or 1 3/4 inches. Okay, there's that one right there. So I'm just gonna hold it there for a second. This way you guys know what size bolts to get for your side cover. You guys can go to the hardware store and get Allen head if you want, or you could just go get the number 3 Phillips. Okay, here is the carburetor cover, right? Carburetor cover. You have a 19mm up there, a 19mm up there, and a 34mm right here at the bottom. So the bottom one is longer, the top two are the same. I'll actually put that back there for a minute. And they're M6 bolts, by the way. Once again, you can do the same thing. If you want to use Allen head, you can. This is the right oil pump cover, which goes in back of the right carburetor cover. And you can see that this right here has two longer bolts, 74mm, or 2 5/16 inches. And they are all M6, and then down here is another 19mm. And that's pretty much it for the cover bolts. So I did that for you guys to show you guys on camera. So they would look like that when it's all together on the right side of the bike. And then on the left side of the bike, you have your chain cover there. So I figured I'd do this video to show you guys with placements. Alright, so anyway, it's going to be a short video. I figured I'd do a quick video and show you guys where I'm at. So we're going to be modifying this exhaust. We're actually going to be doing this twice. This exhaust right here is going to be modified, painted, all gone through to go on my KE 100. And then we're going to take the one off this bike and modify this one as well. Now I have a few of these exhaust systems, so I might make a couple extra ones. We'll see. Might even do it to the yellow bike. That'd be a cool, fun project. So we're going to be changing some things around on it, and I'm going to show you guys how you can modify your exhaust, get some extra power out of it, and what do you call it there, really enjoy this bike. Now this bike is right around 11 horsepower, which ain't a whole lot. Okay, it's not a whole lot, but you can increase the power out of it by what you put in and what you get out of it. Okay, so some of the modifications we're gonna do, we're gonna put the high compression head back on this bike. This is a 92, by the way, guys, with 94 plastics and tank. So I have a lot of things, a lot of modifications I've done to this bike already. Let's talk about that real quick, some of the mods that I've done to this bike. Okay, so we've done the plastics, the tank. This is the early style tank, so it's got the what do you call it there, the old style gas cap right here. I got this little tank vent on Wish, which was like a couple bucks. I did the risers. Now these are 1-inch risers. It's the riser kit. Right here you can see it's got the Allen head bolts, and they're 1-inch risers, or 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch risers. They came in 1-inch too if you want. And those are pretty nice. They bring the handlebars up closer to you when you're riding. And of course we modified the ignition on this. This used to have points. When I got this bike, it was all white and had points ignition. We've converted over to CDI, and I'm explaining this to you guys. I know a lot of you guys have watched my videos on this, and a lot of you guys are new to the channel, so I'm just kind of giving you a briefing, really, at this point. And this bike right here has been an absolute blast. I ride the heck out of it. I mean, I literally ride the seat off of it. In fact, you can see the seat, the 92 seat, and I put the gray strap over it. Now, this never had the strap, but underneath the seat actually has the nuts welded onto the plate. So all I do is poke the hole through and put the screw and the strap on. Now, you might ask, Kevin, what's the purpose of the strap? Well, the strap is nice because you can actually put bungee cords around it and hold stuff in the back. It's just a real nice, handy thing to do. It's a good place to tie things back, you know. So I did that to it. I got my mount. I got to get some editing software because my camera actually split the video up into numerous little pods. But I did record a video of riding. You see the mileage right there, 1913. So she's been climbing up on the mileage, but nevertheless, it's been an absolutely great bike. I really enjoyed this, and I modified the chain drive system. So I got a 16 tooth in the front and the 50 in the back. And what this does for me is when you get in first gear, it actually brings the front wheel up off a little bit when you take off with it, which is fun. But it gets you out of the hole quicker. So like if you're taking off at a stoplight with a 40 tooth, yeah, it takes a little longer. With a 50, it just throws you out there. I mean, it launches you, but you lose on the top end. So you get better takeoff, but you have less speed. Like when I first got this bike, I was up with, at full throttle, but between 60 and 65 miles per hour. Now with the combination, I'm cruising speed at 40 to 45, and at full throttle between 50 and 55. Now, here's the thing, okay? This gear setup right here makes your bike more in the power band. Okay, what is a power band? Power band is when the bike makes its maximum horsepower, okay, and you're using it efficiently. That's what I get with this setup. When it factory, you're not really in the power band. You're really just kind of winding it out, and you're going faster, but you're really struggling to do it. This right here actually makes my engine work less hard and do more work, which I like. And where I ride, I can't take this bike on the highway anyway, so 60 miles an hour is really just ridiculous, you know. If I can cruise at 40, 45, and the speed limit around in my area is only 35, I'm still doing 10 miles over the speed limit, and I'm good with that. I don't want to lose my bike, you know what I mean? So keep these common sense things in mind when you're trying to figure out how much power to get off the bike. Now, here's the pros on this, okay? Say I see a little trail and I want to take that little trail after work. I've got the gearing to get me up those hills without killing my clutch. Now remember, it's only a small 4-disc clutch, so having the muscle to move you up there, that's what you're looking for. If you have a 40 tooth, yeah, you're going to be faster on the street, but you're going to struggle on the trail. You follow what I'm saying? So keep those things in mind. You want to kind of have like a medium or a happy medium, you know. This is not a KX100. It's just a 100, a KE 100. So it's really, like I said, it's a moped on steroids. It's got a little bit more power than a moped, yes, or a scooter. It's fun to ride, and I'm telling you, 45 is plenty fast enough for this bike. So I enjoy doing it. Now the bike we're building, the KE 102, and all of its modifications, it's definitely gonna smoke this bike. It's definitely gonna be a lot more powerful. So we're gonna be up there on the horsepower range, and I can't wait to put that on the dyno after it's done. We got a lot of heavy modifications to that bike throughout the entire bike. So everything from a tachometer to LED lighting, 12-volt system, you name it. We're even going to do a trigger style ignition system on it, where it's going to have a CDI module. Yes, you heard me right, a module and performance style. So, and the timing will be adjustable. So there's a lot of modifications, and of course a really cool carburetor mod. So we got a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, that's for the fall. This is for now. So we're going to be getting back on this here exhaust system. So anyway, guys, that's it for me tonight. I'm going to get the hammer and chisel out and see if I can clear the rest of this pipe out. And then tomorrow, get it welded, and then get it back and show you guys what it looked like and how it came out. Very, very, very excited about that. So once again, guys, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, and thank you for your comments. I'll talk to you guys later.